Hi, welcome to Fusion Beads. Today I'm going to show you how to make our rainbow gold bracelet. This bracelet features size 15 champagne Japanese seed beads, a jet Sliperit matted Gekko glass bead, and the dark gold rainbow 3-hole Cali beads. For my closure, I chose to go with the 12mm lobster claw clasp, and it is going to attach to a 5mm closed jump ring. And for my beading thread, I chose to use the FireLine black satin 6-pound beading thread. For my tools, I'm using the size 11 Tulip beading needles. I'm using the Xuron thread and fiber scissors, and I have a tape measure. You can find links to all these beads and supplies in the description below. So let's get started. Okay, so to start, I went ahead and I doubled over my FireLine thread and I put on a stop bead. So then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick up 4 of the size 15s. So pick up 4. I'm going to go through the loop of my lobster clasp. I'm going to bring it all the way down to the end here for my stop bead. And I'm going to pick up 4 more size 15s. And the reason I decided to double up my thread, just to make the bracelet a little bit more sturdy, because you don't end up going back through the beads a whole lot. So then this way, if it's doubled up, it's more likely to hold up together and everything. So I've got my clasp on there. Then I go ahead and I pick up my first Cali bead. And with any like 2-hole or 3-hole bead, you want to make sure and just kind of look through all your beads and make sure all the holes are open. Because nothing's more frustrating than starting and then realizing like the last hole in your bead is blocked and you can't get your needle through. So you pick up a Cali bead. You bring it all the way down. And then you're going to go back through your 15s that you picked up here to just really reinforce that clasp. Go through that, go back through the loop of the lobster, go through the rest of the 15s on the other side. And then bring everything down here. All right. So I've got it going through that one end. So then you just go back through your Cali bead again. Through that same first hole there. And you can go ahead and take off your stop bead if you want, but I'm going to go ahead and leave mine on just to make sure everything stays nice and tight. Because you're going to weave through this a couple times, so that will secure it enough and you don't need to like do a knot or anything. So I'm just going to go back through one more time just to really reinforce that clasp area there. So again, you just go back through all the beads again. All right, so now I've got that nice and secure and reinforced. So now I'm ready to go ahead and to start my kind of like a little fringe a little bit is kind of what it ends up looking like with my 15s and my geckos. So I'm going to pick up 3 size 15s. I'm going to pick up one little gecko guy and then 3 more 15s. And so I'm coming out of that first hole where that, whoops, and then I just lost my 15s on there. So I'm coming out that first hole, so then I'm going to go into the second hole of the Cali bead. You can see I'm coming out that first, so I'm just going to go into that second hole. And two, you may want to put a little bit of wax on your beading thread, because sometimes when you have thread that's doubled up, it can get snagged a little bit easier. So you're more than welcome to do that if that eases your bead weaving for you. So for the other side, going to do the same thing. Pick up 3/15, pick up a gecko, just one gecko, and then 3/15. And I'm going to go back through that first hole because I want to just do like a mirror image of what I did on the other side. So I'm going to go through that hole, and then I'm going to come back through that kind of fringe that I added on the other side so I can turn around. And when you're going back through your beads, just make sure that you're going through all of them and that you don't like miss a bead or anything. Sometimes it's easy enough to do when you're kind of going back and reinforcing. So if I get through that other little 15 there, go back through these 3. So for the other side, I don't want to go through that fringe that I just added. I want to just come out that hole, and then I'm going to step up. I'm not going to add any beads at this point. I'm just going to go from the second hole, and I'm going to step up to the third hole, if you can kind of see that there. Not adding any beads. And this is when I'm going to pick up another Cali bead. So I pick up a second Cali, going through the first hole of that Cali bead, and then I come back through the third hole of my first Cali bead, so they'll kind of seat up right next to each other. So then you have like this nice little ridge there. So now that I've already gone through and I've kind of attached that once, this time I'm going to go ahead and add my fringe. So I'm going to pick up again, just pick up 3/15 and pick up a little gecko and 3 more 15s. And so I'm going to be jumping from the third hole of my first Cali to the first hole of my second Cali bead, just to kind of bridge that gap. There. Pull everything nice and tight and snug there. And then again, just repeat that same pattern on the other side. Picking up your 3/15s. Little gecko guy. If I can find one that wants to get on there. And then 3 more 15s. And then so I'm going from on the other side, I'm going from the first hole of the second to the third hole of the first. When I'm coming out, I'm going to go back through and just reinforce that fringe that I just added on the other side there so that it covers my turnaround. Just make sure too you're pulling everything nice and tight and snug so that your little geckos sit out, kind of fan out there on the sides and everything. So then just go back up through those 3. Go through that first hole and then come out the other side, but don't go back through the beads. You just want to come out that hole. And then you're going to step up again. So I'm going to step up from the first hole to the second hole, not adding any beads, to the other side. And then I'm going to pick up and add the fringe again. So 3/15s. A little gecko and 3 more 15s. So I'm going to go from my second hole to the third hole. And taking care not to split your thread. Don't go through the middle there because that will cause you a frustrating little knot. And pull that down. So then see you have this nice little ridge there. It looks really cute. And then just repeat that pattern on the other side. So going through from the third hole to the second hole, and then again go back through the fringe that you added on that other side. Just make sure you're going through all the beads and you're not like coming out in the middle anywhere. And also too, when you're going back through, just make sure that your thread doesn't get caught on the little geckos, because sometimes it can get snagged on there. And then that will cause you some issues because you may not see it until you've weaved away down. So it's always good just to double check your beadwork as you're going along. So I'm going to go back through and exiting out the third hole. And I'm not going to go through this fringe. I'm just going to come out the hole. And then at this point, I'm going to add another Cali bead. So I'm going to just be stepping up to the first hole of the third Cali and coming out the third hole of the second Cali. Go back through the hole, not going through any of the fringe, and pull up that Cali bead and have him seat up there. So now that I've got it attached, I can go ahead and add my fringe there on it. But I'm actually going to step up one more time. So I'm going to go back through that hole just to give it one more link, because as you can kind of see, you're not going through any of the, you're not adding multiple fringes to any of the holes. It's like you're coming out one hole and going in another. So now I'm ready to add my fringe for the other side there. So just again pick up 3 15s, a little gecko, and 3 15s. So coming out the first hole, you want to go into the second hole. Pull everything nice and tight there. And then just repeat that pattern on the other side. Picking up 3 15s, gecko, and 3 more 15s. Whoops. So coming out, we'll be coming out that second hole, and I'm going in that first hole. And then I'll come and just go back through that fringe so that I can turn around for the next one. Okay, then go back through that little section here. And I'm going to come out that second hole, but not going through the fringe on the other side. So just come out the hole, and then I'm going to step up to the third hole, not adding any beads. So at this point, the pattern just keeps repeating, and you can kind of adjust your little fringes. Like you can kind of see that little guy, he's a little wonky there. So you just keep repeating. So at this point, I would step up and add my 4th Cali bead. So I just keep, doing the same pattern until I have about 7.5 inches of beadwork, because I'm going to make my bracelet about 7 3/4 inches. So by the time I add my jump ring on the other side, that will add about 1/4 inch. So I'm just going to continue this pattern on, and then we'll be right back. Okay, as you can see, I went ahead and continued finishing my bead weaving. So I've got my bracelet pretty much completed, and I'm just double checking my measurement because I want it to be 7 3/4. So right now I'm at, including my lobster, I'm at 7.5. And then by the time I add my jump ring at the end there, it'll add that extra 1/4 inch. So my measurement is good. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add my closed jump ring. And the reason I'm doing a closed jump ring instead of an open one is because I'm just bead weaving on there with the thread, and I don't want the thread to slip through the opening on the jump ring by chance. So closed one just makes a more secure closure for your lobster. So to attach that, I just go ahead and I'm going to, coming out of the third hole of your last Cali bead, I'm going to pick up 4 of the 15s. And I just put on my closed jump ring, and then 4 more 15s. And again, the jump ring's going to kind of float over your bead, so you could just string on the 8, but I just do the 4 and the 4. So coming out this one side, I'm going to come in, go back in the other side, just going through the hole of the Cali, not through any of the fringe. And then I'm just going to go ahead and pull that down. Make sure it's all nice and tight there. And then I'm going to go back through just the part that I just added. So I'm going to go back through these 8 beads just to reinforce it and make sure it's nice and secure. Again, just make sure that you really look on both sides of your beads and make sure that you didn't like skip through one, because sometimes it's easy to like go through a couple and then like come out in the middle and then you miss it and then your thread will show through. So going back through those. And then I'm going to just go back through the Cali hole again there. Just taking care not to go through any of the fringe. I'm just going to pull that nice and tight. So it's nice and secure. Feels nice and tight there. So now my bracelet is pretty much done. So I'm just going to go ahead and just weave in my working thread and like tie off. So to do that, I'm just going to go and weave down through my beadwork a little bit, because I've already gone through that loop a couple times, so that makes it fairly secure. But I'm just going to go through some fringe and then do some half hitch knots just to make sure it's extra secure, and then I can go ahead and trim up my thread. So just go through that first little fringe, or you can go through any of these beads that you want to reinforce yours. I'm just going to go through this first fringe here on that end. And go back up through those guys. I'm going to come out the other side, coming out that other fringe, and then I'm going to tie a half hitch knot there. Oops, looks like I got a little bit of a knot in my beadwork. See if I can get that to pull out of there. So this happens sometimes. Just try to use your needle there a little bit and massage it through if you can. And sometimes it doesn't want to work with you, so you just have to work a little harder at it. There we go. Sorry about that. All right, so I'm coming out this little fringe. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tie a little half hitch knot, and it will kind of be hidden in between that little Gekko and the size 15. So to do that, just coming out that side there, going to come up in between the Cali and the Gekko and the 15s and pull it down here. And then as my loop gets close, I'm going to go through this loop, and that's going to give me a little half hitch knot. And this is kind of what I talked about earlier, is like sometimes your thread will can get caught on your little Gekko beads. So just make sure to take care and, don't do that. So if it does it, just pull it off there before you pull everything really tight. And so now I've just got a little tiny knot. So I'm going to go through that Gekko, and it will probably pull that knot through into the Gekko so we won't even see it. And see there, it's like it pulled it through so you can't even see that little knot. And so we've done so many turns and circles here that it's pretty nice and secure. And then I'm just going to go ahead and go through one more little 15 here, and then I'm going to trim my thread. And you could do a couple more half-hitch knots if you felt like you wanted it to be extra secure. But given that we've gone through that a couple times and come back and gone around, it's like it's not going to come apart for us. So then I go ahead and I take my cutters and very close to my beadwork as possible, but without cutting the beads, because these cutters are very strong and it will cut a size 15, no problem. Just pull your thread tight and trim it. And there you have your finished bracelet. It's ready to wear. You can find the products and tools for this inspiration design at fusionbeads.com.